I'm going to show you a really cool cast called the snake poke. And this cast is great if you're backed up to the bank and you need to get the fly cast across there and you don't have enough room for a big D-loop. As far as I know, this is like the cast that I can get the furthest anchor out in the river by doing half a snake roll and then dumping the line and then doing a poke cast, okay? So I'll show you a snake roll first, and then I'll show you a snake poke.
Here's a snake roll with perfect anchor placement.
It's half of a snake roll and half of a parry poke.
I set the anchor way out in front of me.
I'm on a multiplier reel, my guideline LeCie 13.789, and my Gaelforce 54 integrated. It's not a shooting head, it's a Spey line or whatever you want to call it. I heard you're not supposed to call it Spey casting anymore, or supposed to call it two-handed casting. So the cool thing about this cast is I can get my anchor way out there. I mean, way out there, okay? So if I want to make a really shallow D-loop, what I do is I'm gonna get my line all swung out on the dangle, okay? And then instead of doing a snake roll, I'm gonna try to cast it out there and then bring my rod back a little bit. Faster you bring your rod back into the firing position, the closer your anchor is gonna come to you. And you can use this cast whenever you want, but it's particularly good for getting that anchor way out in front of you. So I'm gonna try to cast it across there from the dangle. I'm gonna pull my rod tip back a little bit so the fly lands way out there. Okay, say that's way out there. And now I could snake roll that, but this is primarily a cast for Skagit casting, Skagit lines. This is what I have. I wanted to practice some snake rolls with this, and I can snake poke with it, but it's primarily a Skagit casting thing for me. So this is what I use when I'm Skagit casting, but this also is a great example of how you can use it. So get my fly way out there, dump my line, okay, and then what you want to do, dump your line, and then you come out and around in a continuous motion cast. I don't want to dump my line and then pull, sweep back and wait. I want to sweep around and fire continuously and immediately before my fly feels like it's in position. The first few times you try this, it'll feel weird, but it actually flies really good. I'll see just how much continuous motion I can do because I want to build up tension in this D-loop, but I don't want my fly to slide back too far. So I'm going to really give her the onion on the peel hard, but I'm not going to peel and wait. I'm going to peel and U-turn and go. Okay, so I get this anchor way out there. Okay. The tension you build up with that fast sweep, that really peeling that white rat, ripping that rooster tail, all that stuff, That really builds tension in your D loop, but it doesn't drag the fly around. That's what I'm after anyway. So here it is again. Now let's see if I can get my anchor way out in front that way with just a Snakeroll. Probably can. That's what'll help you on your Snakeroll, is to get that anchor way out in front of you. Not as far out in front. Probably could practice and get it. But the idea is for a Skagit line with a sink tip and maybe a heavier fly, medium bellies. So my lift is pretty up and down, and then drop my hands, pull down back. Not bad. Bad forward cast. Now, pretty good anchor. See, it's like I'm going from high to low, really low. See, I'm going up here, down here. But when I do that, I can see myself drawing that anchor back in a straight line. So everything lines up straight, and not out to the side. That was good. My anchor landed right next to me in a straight line towards the target. But instead of making my anchor like this, out and around, it was more back and forth. Pretty clean, not that was pretty. That was beautiful. I went from really high on the lift to down low in the first leg of the D-loop. Oh. It seems like it would mess you up, and it actually gives you a lot of time to sweep and set that anchor. There. I like my right hand. Year the Snakeroll 2025 is starting off good. I like that. That sucks. My lift. I don't think I got my lift high enough. A little better. That time I went way forward, way down, and then back up like this, not like this. I have a tendency to over-rotate on my sweep. I need to throw kind of side on. Oh, perfect, except I blew my anchor a little bit. That's a beautiful cast. One thing that much better. So that's the tip for my left snake roll. I got some weird goofy stuff back there going on. That was nice.